What's going on, Hoodie Gang? It's your boy K, and we back with another video. We back with another video. We back with another banger video, gang. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to the world's top dumbest robbers, the dumbest criminals, for real, man, for real. Cause it's some dumb y'all out there, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. No. Without further ado, I'm not enough all that talk. We will drive straight into the video. Get everything set up and be right back. What's going on? We got everything set up. Back. Let's get straight to the video.
Chad, bank robbing couple. An idiotic couple named John Mogan and Ashley Dubow have been charged with robbing a bank in Asheville, Ohio. According to the police, Mogan was the one who did the actual robbing, but his girlfriend was still an accomplice. He may have gotten away with the crime if he hadn't gone on social media 4 days later and posted pictures of himself and Ashley posing with the loot they ripped off from the bank.
Oh wow! Social media be get, boy. I'm telling you. Social media get to y'all so fast.
Cash into his mouth. Clearly, he has no idea just how dirty cash money really is. If he didn't get pink eye from that, I'd be really surprised. Naturally, the couple got busted by the police. It really doesn't pay to upload evidence for the cops online where they can easily
Right,
get
the
it.
cops be everywhere on social media. If y'all not noticed that, they be on
Charged
social media
with
for
theft
sure.
and robbery, currently behind bars at the infamous Pickaway County Jail. Their bond was set at $250,000, but
Damn.
it was more of a formality than anything. These dumb crooks clearly don't have that much money lying around. They don't even have enough brain cells to stay off social media for 5 minutes after committing a bank robbery.
Exactly.
9. Falling asleep on the job. A thief in Thailand was woken up by the police after taking a nap in a pretty stupid place. In fact, this thief may be the stupidest one we've seen so far today.
Oh,
The
shit.
criminal broke into
Oh,
somebody's
shit.
house to rob them, but he was suddenly stricken by the need to take a nap. He fell asleep in a child's room and was woken up when the owner of the house called the police. The owner just so happened to be a police officer, asleep in the other room while the robber was napping in his daughter's room. Clearly,
What?
the thief didn't stake out the house very well before.
For real, because why would you go to sleep in a
The police
crib?
officer, when he woke up and realized the man was sleeping in his daughter's bed, phoned his police buddies and they showed up to arrest him. The video of his arrest has since gone viral, and the hilarious look on this guy's face when he realizes what's happening is priceless. If you're going to rob a house, maybe stay away from houses where police live, and maybe don't fall asleep in the middle of the job.
Right, like this nigga fell
Instant
asleep.
karma.
What?
In Canada, the act of stealing packages off people's porches has become increasingly problematic. It's one of the
Or them
easiest yet
porch
most
pirates.
despicable robbery-type crimes that a person can commit. But in Mississauga, a suburb of Toronto, one of these sneaky porch bandits got some instant karma. He was driving through the suburb, scouting out packages to steal from people's houses. He saw one that looked enticing, so he pulled his car up, ran to the door, and stole the package. But this was in the winter, and he was driving a Toyota Yaris. He ended up getting stuck in the driveway because his car couldn't back out of the snow. This is the Canadian equivalent of robbing a bank with an empty tank of gas. The homeowner actually walked outside.
Yo, he got stuck in the driveway, bro. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Man with his package, which scared the thief, causing
How
him to
you
drop
get-
the package and run back to his car. In his haste to leave, he backed right into a snowbank. He was now stuck between the driveway and the snow with his wheels spinning fruitlessly. The homeowner, instead of getting angry, simply pulled out his phone, called the police, and then filmed the thief desperately trying to get away. But he never did. And the cops showed up quickly and took the porch pirate into
That's
custody.
just sad.
7. An
That's just
illegible
sad. You
note.
just going that bitch like, you going to jail, they be like, what you go to jail for? Oh, I got caught stealing a package off somebody's porch. How you get caught? Oh, I got stuck in the snow. Bro, what?
Craig
I got stuck in
Burnett was
the
released
snow.
from prison in August after serving
Bro,
over
I'm
10 years
crying,
in
bro.
prison for robbing banks. This was back in 2006 when police finally caught up to him after a string of robberies that included 4 banks and 11 shops. Just hours after he got out of jail, he went back to robbing. He's now facing new charges and yet another string of heists. But for whatever reason,
Sad.
maybe he spent too much time in jail, he no longer had the skills he needed. His first robbery was at the TD Bank in Washington Heights. He demanded cash and made a getaway with a whopping $759. Next week, he pulled off another heist on another TD Bank, this time getting away with an outstanding $568. He hit a Chase Bank that same day.
He got more money on the last day.
$1,000, and then later in the afternoon, trying to rob a third bank in Harlem.
He hit
This
all these
time,
banks
though,
in
he
one
made a
day?
pretty silly error. When he wrote the note that he was supposed to give to the person behind the cash register, he wrote it so poorly that the woman couldn't read it. The bank teller looked at the note, looked back at Burnett, and told him that she couldn't read the note. In response, he asked if she was stupid and then informed her that he was robbing the bank. He got away with absolutely no money this time, and the cops caught up to him just a little while later. We don't know
That is
how
sad.
many years behind bars Burnett will get this time, but considering his history, they'll probably never let him out again.
Now you just begging him.
The
Stop.
wheelchair bandit. In Pittsburgh,
Sad.
a man in a wheelchair did not let his disability stop
The
him
wheelchair
from trying
bandit.
to rob a bank. It's hard to
He
say
robbed the
whether
bank in a
this guy
wheelchair?
was dumb,
Oh, that's
delusional,
sad.
or simply
Right there, that's
courageous.
straight sad.
He rolled himself into the First National
He
Bank
robbed
on
the
the
bank
south
while
side
he
of town, dressed
in a
in a hooded
wheelchair.
sweatshirt with glasses
Dang.
on and a black hat. He handed a note to the teller informing her that he had a bomb in his backpack and that he would kill everyone inside the bank unless she handed over $50,000. Naturally, the bank teller activated the alarm. But then something very unusual happened. When the teller broke down and started crying, the robber seemed disheartened and upset. He wheeled himself out of the bank without ever receiving the money. Obviously, he felt extremely guilty. When the FBI and police
What?
officers showed up on the scene, they quickly found the man's wheelchair abandoned near the bank. When they checked surveillance footage, they saw him getting out of the chair, getting on a public bus, and driving away. Apparently, he hadn't really needed the wheelchair that badly. So how did he get caught after making his daylight
He was
getaway?
walking?
A police officer watching the news that night recognized the man from the security footage. He had helped him cross the street the day before. The man was identified as 56-year-old Emmanuel Luna, and he has since been sentenced to spend 46 months in federal prison for the attempted robbery. Do you think this was a
Damn.
fair sentence for the wheelchair bank robber? Or do you think the fact that he felt so guilty that he left without the money should get him off easier? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget
You
to
ain't
hit
getting off
thumbs
easy,
up
nah.
and subscribe. 5. The
Because he
wrong
stood up
train.
and got out the chair, so
Don't think
like,
for a second that stupid criminals are a modern invention. Back in Minnesota in 1897, a group of exceptionally brain-dead train robbers messed up their heist so bad, people are still talking about it today. The robbery happened near Glendon on September 26th. The train was heading west when the robbers appeared. One of them crawled over what used to be called the coal tender car.
On a
The car
plane?
that
I'm in a
holds
train,
all the
though.
coal to keep the locomotive running. According to local county archivist Mark Pyle, this
On the
individual
train?
pulled a gun on the locomotive engineer and told him to stop the train. This was the first stage of the robbery. The second stage involved another man, the accomplice. His job was to unhook the cars behind the locomotive, the cars that were full of troublesome passengers. You see, behind the
Sad.
actual locomotive, meaning the front part of the train that drags the rest of the cars along, there are a number of different cars. Some cars carry valuables, some are for dining, and some are for passengers.
That's what
The
he did on the
accomplice was
train.
supposed to unlock the
That's
cars carrying the
smart.
passengers so that they could keep the cars full of valuables. The plan didn't go quite as expected. The accomplice unhooked the wrong cars. Instead of just letting the passengers go, he let all the cars, including the one with all the valuables, go as well. By the time they realized their mistake,
How do you do
the
that?
first man had already ordered the locomotive engineer to keep going. The prize that the robbers wanted was now
what you're supposed to be
miles
looking
behind
at.
them. So all they managed to do was steal some pocket watches, spare change, and a bit of pocket lint. Then they took off running and were never seen again.
Oh wow,
The body
that is crazy. Untrained, released the wrong stuff. That's just sad. Just sad. All the way sad. But yeah, though, this is the end of this video. If I don't see y'all on the next video, I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. Most definitely. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell so you can be notified when I drop another banger like this one. For further ado, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.